A very good morning, dear students. I hope you all are fine. So, in today's session, we are continuing with session 11 of Unit 1. As you know, Unit 1 is your communication skill. In this session, we are going to start with session 11, that is asking questions. So, first point is here, what do you mean by question? A question can be any sentence, or it can be any phrase, or it can be any word that is basically either asked for the purpose of getting some information or to check the knowledge of specific person. So what is question? Question, it can be a sentence, it can be a phrase, it can be a word that either ask for getting some information or used to test the knowledge of a person. That is known as question. Now question can be asked by two categories. It means question is having two categories. Category 1 is closed-ended and second category is open-ended. Closed-ended and open-ended. A question which is having only the response either yes or no. It means the answer is only yes or no. That question is under the category of closed-ended. For example, are you hungry? The answer will be either yes or no. So it is the category of closed-ended question. An open-ended question in which answer will be in more detail. It can be either a one line, two line, one paragraph. It is elaborated in a detail. That is under the category of open-ended. Now next question arises, how to frame the questions? Which keywords we can use to frame the question of different type, like closed and open category. We are having different types of words that are used for asking the question. Like discuss about first one, closed-ended question can be generally created with the help of word do, have. Answer again, closed-ended question can be start with the word do or have. Generally it is starting with the word do or have. Let's take an example about that. Like, do I cook dinner? Can she cook dinner? Have you cooked the dinner? So these all are the questions that are categorized under closed-ended questions. And open-ended question that are started with keyword what, why, where, how, who, when. These keywords are used in case of open-ended questions. Like take an example, where are you going? What did you do? Why did you go there? How did you go? So all such types of questions are under the category of open-ended question. So in this session we have studied about session 11, asking the question. Now we are continuing with next session, that is session 12. Session 12 is related to talking about family. It is little bit interesting session. In this you will find out the relationship between the family members. Like parents of mother and father are called. Parents of mothers and father are called. These are known as grandfather and grandmother. Answer will be grandfather and mother. Second question, sisters of both father and mother are called. These are known as aunt. Brothers of both father and mother are called. These are known as uncle. Next is children of aunt and uncle are called. These are known as cousins. Next is family members of husband and wife are called. These are known as in-laws. In-laws. Brother and sister of husband is called. It is known as brother-in-law. And sister-in-law. Next is brother and sister of wife is called. Same it is brother-in-law and sister-in-law. Now parents of wife are called. They are known as father-in-law and mother-in-law. Mother-in-law. Last point, parents of husband are called. These are again known as father-in-law and mother-in-law. These are the relationship between the family members when you're talking about your family. Now there are some statements in which you have to find out the relations. How relationships are created between the statements. Let me to write some statements. You will find out how we can create the relationship between the statements. According to the given statement, in first statement, my mother is a teacher. Which word is connecting the relationship? The relationship is with word my. Where is your sister? Relationship word, it is your. His cousin plays a football. Relationship word is his. Now read the fourth statement. Fourth statement is my father's sisters love us. So what is the relationship? It is the ownership relationship in which we are creating the relationship. And what is the relationship? The relationship as per the given statement, that is fathers. Relationship person is fathers. In second statement, Mr. Sharma's uncle is very old. The relationship word is, it is Sharma's. So this is about the showing relationship between a specific statement. So in session 12 we have studied about talking about family members and relationship words between the given statement. Now session 13, it is related to the topic habit and routine. Habit and routine both are interrelated activities, but there is a major difference that habit is a practice that we follow that is very hard to stop. Habit is a practice that we follow that is very hard to stop. But routine is a regular ordered way of doing the activities. We will start our routine from morning. We will wake up, we will take bath, after we will go to our duty, we will do worship. In afternoon we will take lunch also, in evening we will take tea also. These all are your daily routines. Out of these routines, like taking bath on daily basis, it is not your specific routine, it is a habit also. You are taking a bath on daily basis, it is a part of habit. It means habit is the part of your routine life. That are some steps that are not in the form of work, but there are some activities that are performed in the form of work that are under the category of routine. That are not in the form of work, that are under the category of habit. Like take one example, every day I get up at 7 a.m. I take a bath at 7:30. I have my breakfast at 8. I go to school at 8:30. I come back home at 2 p.m. I have dinner with my family at 7. Then I help wash the utensil. I watch TV at 8 and I go to sleep at 9. It means your habit is there, like you are taking bath on daily basis or you are watching TV. It is your habit and rest are your daily routine parts. Now after habit and routine, one more point, there are some words that are used for your, that will describe your daily base activities, like always, never, sometime. These are some words that are used to justify your daily routine activities. So in this session we have covered about difference between habit and routine. Routine is a regular activity while habit is the part of routine. Now next topic is session 14, that is asking for direction. If somebody will ask you about a specific location or direction, how you will represent the direction or location. There are some specific words that are used to tell the direction, like it can be any turn, like left turn, left or right turn. More it can be just ahead, in front of, opposite, next to. More words it can be go past or go straight. more it can be about, at the corner, more it can be opposite, between, opposite already done, between. These such words are used to tell the location for a specific landmark. When we are using any specific preposition like at the corner or in front of, backside, these are known as prepositional landmark. So these such signs, these such symbols, these such words are used to telling the location for a specific landmark. So in chapter 14 this part is only required. Asking for direction contains all the directions that are used to telling the position of specific location. So afterward your chapter 1, that is from session 1 to 14, has been finished. If you are facing any problem in any session, you can contact me on my WhatsApp number. It is 999 111 8890. Today we have completed all sessions. Afterward, your session 1 to 14 all are completed. Unit 1 is completed. In next session, we will meet with next video with Unit 2 sessions. Thank you. Have a nice day for this session. Thank you so much.